Live.
African catfishes are fat.
I said it first. Mine was louder.
Alright, DM, I'm going to, as we're going down this trail, I'm casting Rogue Hope, which I spend 3 hope, but I gain +2 to my evasive until I'm either hit or until my next long rest.
Sounds good. Yeah, so to recap what we did last time, let me go back to my proper screen here. All right, so I don't know what to call y'all. The
idiots,
the well checkers, the welfare boys.
The welfare boys
set out on a trip to check out a village that has not reported to the main city in a hot second. On your way there, you see 2 innocent people in a broken down wagon waving and asking for help. You decided it was a trap and immediately started attacking the bandits surrounding both of y'all. And
I didn't know it was a trap.
They started attacking back, and you ended up killing everybody except one person who ran off the secret trail to his little, what you assume is a bandit hideout of sorts. 2 of y'all stay with the wagon.
Hi, I'm staying with the wagon.
To learn about insurance.
Yeah. Trickster was asking about insurance.
Because I'm explaining insurance to one of you.
Yeah, that was me.
And the 3 of y'all head down the trail. We got Mr. Pond, the Geico insurance frog, with his own insurance, trying to make a name for himself.
Geico insurance fraud.
He already has a name for himself, and he works or something like that. What class are you again?
Class am I? I'm an
AA1?
Ranger.
Ranger, okay. I thought you were a rogue for a second with the subclass where you just everyone, anyone in a city, wherever you go to that's populated, you just know somebody. All right, Mr. Pond, we have Hell Rider, who is basically Lenny from of Mice and Men, from what I've gathered.
Hi.
Except
it's me.
He hits hard, but he's hard to hit. I'll tell you that.
He's hard-headed.
Yeah.
Listen,
we got Marianne, the city guard, who is accompanying these buffoons. And
Shamir Index.
Shamir Index, the cat rogue man guy. And then we have Chad, which is a horror beyond comprehension.
Whatever the hell that is.
I am Chad.
The
Chad do good.
Dobby and Gollum vibes, Smeagol vibes. All right.
He is what Dobby left in the sock. I was say he is what Dobby left in the sock after Harry Potter gave it to him.
And the fighting words.
That's good. I like that. That's good.
Wait, dang it.
All right. Hold on. Give me a couple more seconds here.
1,
placing
2,
NPCs.
3.
Okay. So, real quick, let me clarify some rules that I had found out after the fact. So, whenever you take damage and you mark a armor slot, all you do is -1 damage. So, if you were to take 3 damage, mark an armor slot, you take 2 damage. Mark an armor slot, if you take 2 damage, to take 1 to 0. If you take 0 damage, you take a stress. Your abilities, like your little domain cards you have, you can just do those whenever, unless they specify a cost. Like
specifically the domain effect.
Yes.
Domain expansion.
You have 2 things. You have your ancestry stuff, which you could do whenever. You have your class feature or hope feature, where you
Unique
spend
hope
hope
feature,
to do your
yeah.
thing. Then you have your domain cards. I know during our last battle we just kind of attacked. But if you guys have anything in your inventory, your domain cards that you want to do, you could just do those. That is just an action you could do. So
No, I did.
So just to let you know that. And lastly, I was reading the character difficulties wrong. So the next fight might be slightly harder because I now know how people get hit.
Who needs healing, by the way?
I need healing.
I need a
Me.
hearing. Show me a hearing.
I mean, I took 1 point. I don't know how. I mean, it's pretty significant. That's 1/6 of my HP.
I would like to.
But
Could I heal him just to heal a hit point?
how does healing work in this?
Healing works. I'm trying to pull up the characters here. So healing, when you take a short rest, you can choose to heal or mark stress or armor slot. When you long rest, you completely you fully heal, you fully stress out, or unstress.
Heal me though. Like, do you have a spell that heals me?
Yeah. What are you trying to read off here that allows you to heal?
I have Mending Touch. I can lay my hands upon a creature and channel healing, and then I can spend 2 hope to clear a hit point or a stress on them.
Yeah, so
That would be lovely if you want to do that.
Everyone starts with 2 hope every session.
Oh, dude, wait. Yeah, I was about to say I had
Because-
4 hope or 5 hope last time. Does that get
Yeah, I was going to say because this is a one shot, y'all keep your hope. Fuck it.
Okay, because that's why I spent the 3 hope to get my rogue's dodge. Because I meant to spend that before the session ended yesterday, or not yesterday, but last week when we played. I didn't know every session you start at flat 2. So it's good to use it when you're getting towards the end of the session. Then I guess. I mean, I feel like you should just.
That's kind of dumb. Yeah, I feel like you should carry it.
I feel like it should be
over.
carried over.
At least half of it.
It definitely carried over. No, for this, it's carries over. Typically, because the sessions last so long, and the hope resource you get back so fast because every time you roll dice, you have the potential of getting your hope back. So typically, by the end of the session, you wouldn't really have a whole lot of hope anyway.
I was gonna say I could see how starting with 2 would also be beneficial because if you did spend all of yours, then at the next session you would start with 2, no matter what. But I don't know. It would suck for the people who had 6 and didn't get to use any, and then they just lost 4.
True. Yep.
I'm just ranting. We should continue. So do you heal me? I'm
so-
kind of hurt.
Did you have to roll dice for that, or is it just mark a hit point?
It is. I can spend 2 hope to clear a hit point or a stress level. I don't have to roll anything.
Okay.
How do you heal me? You just put out your hands on me?
Yeah, I just put my
Some more-
hands upon a creature and close their wounds.
What are you? You're human? What are
Yeah,
you?
well, I'm a human.
I was gonna say, because your profile picture, you got cat ears.
That's
That's
a weird
cat
thing
ears?
to ask somebody, Lou.
It looked like that was a. Oh, I thought those were horns.
Yeah, I was saying,
What
mine's
are you?
fucking tiefling. I'm
Those
a
look-
cat.
Those look like horns, but yes, I'm just a regular old
Well, they might be
human.
horns, actually. Yeah, shit. Okay, gotcha.
No, they look like cat ears.
I appreciate you. I guess you guys aren't all useless. Let's continue. Chad,
Well, you're
go
welcome.
scout forward.
You have to say it like that.
Chad will go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I can't seem to edit my my HP or. Oh wait, maybe that's why. Okay, there you go. Never mind. Oh, that's why.
All right.
What has Chad found?
Okay.
Instant
So
death
as
on
you're,
that.
As you are walking down this trail, you are seeing drops of blood becoming more and more.
the blood.
Chad,
Does Chad taste the
does
blood?
Chad taste? Or does Chad just
I
absorb
was gonna say,
any
yeah.
liquid and move
Is that
on
the-
with his life?
Is that the
I
same
hope he
thing?
tastes.
He
Is that fun?
absorbs it and kind of tastes it a little bit, but like a slime, you know, it just absorbs into
I was
it.
gonna say, I feel like it just adds on to the flavor of what Chad is, and Chad's just constantly tasting himself. So when he picks up new things, it's just adding on to that stew of himself.
I don't want to imagine what Chad's tasting then if he's constantly tasting himself, which we all know what Chad is.
And he's like
And then blood
he's
enters
going
that.
over, yeah, and he's going over like rocks and dirt constantly too. So he has to have a way of like I'm not trying to be nasty,
Yeah.
but pissing and pooping this shit out,
Yeah.
because he's a white blob. He's not constantly dirty.
Maybe it just absorbs out of it. I mean, like evaporates out of
We're
it.
going too far into the Chad lore for a one shot. Okay.
Well, that is if this is only a one shot. He did say with a
You will see
chance.
Chad again.
We'll see.
Don't
right.
worry.
Anyway, so as you're following this blood trail, it's not that far until you see a clearing. You you smell campfire. You can hear chatter, and you start to see the top of a tent.
Chad found people.
Mike, hold on, let me get my cat real quick. He's screaming.
I heard that.
Yeah,
People over here, guys.
What? I'm done with the pizza. I'm not done with the pizza. I haven't even touched it yet. I'm gonna come out later and get some.
Make sure you don't forget I had to clean up your chicken.
My chicken.
You know the chicken your sister cooked and you said you were
All right, I'm
gonna eat
back.
it was left in the microwave for 3 days.
Chad found people, guys.
Did they hear
Alright.
that?
Love you, Dad. Good night.
Let me go ahead and switch you.
Lucy, you left chicken in the microwave for 3 days?
No, my sister was making herself chicken parmesan or whatever.
Let me
And
know
she's
if y'all
heating it
see
back up
this.
in the microwave, and she didn't get. She said she wasn't
Yeah.
hungry anymore, so she offered it
Gotta
to
do
me.
this right.
And I said I'd eat it, and I forgot about it because I had already made something.
You know, we see it, Mr. Gabe.
Okay. Why is one of y'all upside down?
That's just how I roll. That's the way I'm walking, bro.
Okay.
Let me walk that way. Come on.
Okay, y'all do y'all. Alright, so you enter this this bandit hideout, and immediately, let me pull up my.
I'm behind Chad. Chad's the first person to go in.
Chad's a Chad.
All right.
To your left, you see two bandits that were currently playing some sort of game, and you see your good friend dead right in front of you. Ash
Where is
Williams,
it?
Evil Dead.
He sees us.
All right.
Oh, that's the bandit. The bandit's
And
dead.
these two are going to immediately attack.
No.
And then, okay.
Oh no, it's more bad guys.
Yeah, Chad was out first, so they all attack him, right?
You know what? That's fair. Let me drag Chad out a little bit.
I was trailing behind him. I don't like being close to him.
I don't blame you. If you follow Chad, Chad leaves snail trail.
Ew. I don't like this nail.
We
Snail
established
trail.
this. I didn't need another reminder.
Okay.
That's where all the
Chad.
stuff he eats goes. It's the snail
Oh,
trail.
Chad.
Lord.
As your creature-like physique rolls onto the scene, these two bandits see you after watching their friend collapse in front of them, and they take shots at you. One of them goes straight over you, completely misses, but does a 13 hit.
Yes.
I hate that voice.
You gave it to him.
All right,
You are the one that let him play this game.
you take true. You take fucking.
You take a death.
What? How do I roll damage for this?
You have
fucking guy?
to roll to attack first, right?
I did. I rolled a 13 to hit him.
Well,
My stuff don't show up on here. I could do this. That way we can all see what's happening here.
I believe you. I believe you, DM. I believe you.
I do not care. Is it just 2 damage? That wasn't reading.
Bedtime yet?
Well, that's still minimum damage no matter what.
All right. Oh yeah, he only does 2. Oh, this is supposed to be a fucking horde. All right, well, it's just one dude. You take 2 damage.
As the arrow pierces Chad and then gets dissolved into his body.
All right.
Is that you? I'm guessing that's you using an armor slot.
No, anything that enters him, he just eats.
Oh yeah.
Right,
I
so
It still
yeah,
gets
I
harder,
guess so.
but
So before they end, he's going to kind of back up, hide behind this chair, and the other guy's going to take a couple steps forward. And now it's y'all's turn. Well, now it's
Now,
I think
I feel like we should do turn order.
nah.
It,
I mean,
I don't know. I just feel
It-
like it would make everyone more comfortable with like taking
y'all
their
want
turn
to-
because we don't like overstepping on each other. That's just how we play.
that's true, but that's like if y'all want to, that's fine with me. I'll put a tracker.
I mean, does someone speak up? And I don't want to be speaking for the group if everyone feels different.
Let's try it out. See how it feels.
All right, well,
What
I'll put a
speaks for
tracker
me?
down if you guys want to jump in, you go for it. And of course, I can always spend fear to just jump in and just start.
Yeah, I would say I'm okay with that.
I'm not in this combat. Y'all want to. This
How
is
do I
whatever
add-
y'all want to do.
Add turn. There we go. And then add turn. Add turn. Turn and add turn. So I'm gonna just put these guys as both 1 because they go at the same time. And then whoever goes first, I will put as the next number. So who would like first in the turn order?
it would be Luke.
You
No, one of you guys go first. Yeah, I would say Chad go first. You can retaliate.
Chad was the first on this thing. Would you want to go first?
Chad, fine.
Okay. So we'll do Chad.
I don't know if I like Chad or not.
It's a roll.
So I don't know if y'all
I
can see
li-
the turn order, but we'll do that.
Larry likes Chad, but Marianne is very disgusted by him.
Who is Larry?
Me?
King.
All right.
Oh,
All right. So Chad, it's your turn.
Chad goes up to a man and grapples and smacks him in the face with his longsword.
Okay.
Now, you have
All right.
arms that come out of this thing, or is it just a sword that's just in you that just moves on its own, kind of?
Chad makes arms and slings downward.
Okay, that's more terrifying than a sword moving on its own.
Is that it?
All right. So that is going to be a whatever those 2 numbers add up.
That's
That
a
hits.
9.
No,
That's
no,
a
it's a
one.
6.
No,
No. That's 12.
Plus 7.
it's a 20. It's a
It's
20.
12 plus 7. 20 plus 1. So that definitely hits. It hits with
No,
fear.
that's just 20. It
Okay,
doesn't matter.
20.
It doesn't matter. Sorry.
It definitely hits. You end up hitting the guy with your longsword. Go ahead and roll the damage. How much fear does a GM start with? How
5.
much? Did I save how much fear I had?
Yeah, you had just used like 7
A
attacks in a
lot
row
of it.
against us.
I think I board wiped my fear. Okay. All right. You 5 damage. Okay. He is dead immediately.
Yeah, super dice.
All right, I'm gonna just drag you out just so I can erase the guy and move you back. All right. He is. you encase him, stab him, and now he is dying inside of your body.
He is currently being dissolved.
All right,
You
Marianne,
should-
what you feeling?
Do I know if the other? Well, actually, do I see the other bandits?
Chad is not very big.
You see one more bandit back here next
Does
to
he
the
see
table.
us?
Yes, he shot at y'all.
Ryan,
Okay.
how big is Shaq compared to a banana?
He's bigger than a banana.
How far can I get to him then?
He's about the size of a standard slime.
So because of how far range that would be, you'll roll an agility check for it, unless you have an ability that just lets you get there. And that will be your kind of action is to get there.
Okay. Can I talk to the bandit as a free action as I get over there?
Yeah, you can talk if you like.
All right. I'll roll. I'll roll for to get there.
All right, and while you do that, I'm going to do something in the background here.
What do I roll? Just I see. For agility, right?
Yep.
Okay. I will. Oops. No. 17, 18. Okay, that's not bad.
All right, so you said 18.
Yes.
You definitely make it there.
I'll make it to where next to Chad and be like, all right, see ya, pesky bandit. Your friend is down, so we're just gonna ask you to simply surrender yourself, and then I'll take you back to the proper authorities so they can arrest you and send you to jail. And that's all I'll do.
Surrender.
Are you chatting? Are you chatting with him? And I run up and I stab him.
All right. Because you did have to run up, you have to do an agility.
Say less. Agility. There it is. Sorry. Is it not rolling?
Oh,
on
you
the
also
thing?
rolled with fear. I have two
Is it-
fear now.
Is it not rolling the thing? Oh, that's right. Because we got to open in.
Yeah, you got to go through the actual
on.
character sheet in Roll20.
My bad. Give me a second. Hold on. I'm almost there.
Lou, hurry up, Jesus.
Monster. Like a knife.
It's loading. It's just taking forever. Okay. Agility first.
All right, so
Pretty
you
good.
definitely make it there. Go ahead and give yourself hope.
So we'll take that one.
Hey,
And
Fred, do I get a hope?
it's still y'all's turn, so you can go again. Yeah, no, you rolled a fear. You rolled a 5 and a 12, so you got a fear. So I gained my
Oh, I
hope.
get it. I get it.
Hope,
Yep.
and then rolling
I
to
misread
attack.
that.
There it is. Oh, I rolled with fear on that one. I rolled a 12 though.
You rolled a 12. That hits. I do get another fear.
9.
9 damage. He
So I rolled it twice and got
he's
9.
pretty. He's hurt almost immediately. He's not looking good. These guys, they don't wear armor. They're pretty weak.
Say, trust me, there's only one way these guys can communicate, and that's with a blade to their throat.
All right, so that's your turn. All right, this guy, he is going to. I'm going to spin to fear, and he is going to yell out, "Intruders! Intruders!" As soon as he says this.
As soon as he says this, can I also say, full retreat, back to the others?
You mean retreat?
What do you mean?
Full retreat, like we need to go back to the other two.
I say that in character.
What? I say,
If you, I'm gonna do this. Him yelling,
Mhm.
because of how close it is to the main road. Mr. Pond and hold on, Hale, you both hear this. So maybe not the next turn, but if you want to head over here, you both
Over here?
heard of a voice you do not recognize yelling, "Intruders, intruders." All right, and you guys see oh, I gotta go to GM screen to then change them to token screen. Okay. You start seeing some people come out of the tent to your right. Tokens and tokens. Okay. It is now y'all's turn again.
What are
Oh, have you ever thought about kidney insurance? Specifically kidney insurance. You know, they go for a very pretty penny on the black market.
I said I still don't know what this insurance means. What are you
It's
talking about?
simple. It's simple. You pay the Toadstool Insurance Corporation a monthly fee, and then if anything that happens to you that you have written down on your insurance contract, we will cover. Whether that's broken wagon, loss of life, loss of kidney stone, loss of pebble kidney stone, and all the usual stuff.
So what happens when you ain't got a lot of money?
Well, it's simple. You pay the monthly fee, and then that way it's peace of mind.
I don't get it.
It's peace of mind. Think about it like this. Think of it.
You're telling me that if I fell off the wagon after the horse kicked me off again for about the 1,000th time, they you pay for everything?
All of the medical bills, as long as it's written in your contract.
What is that? A medical bill?
Well, usually, if something were to happen, say you get stabbed or a kidney stolen or your stone kidney gets stolen, well, you go see a physician and they would fix it.
You're telling
And
me
they
that people
charge.
can fix that kind of stuff? And you ain't gotta be put up and do nothing for a month or more?
Yes.
Since when?
Well, this is the 27th century, so a good long while.
27th? I thought we were in the 17th. That's
No,
what Mama said.
exactly. How old are you?
That's a good question. Last time they told me it was 17 or something like that. What year is it again?
The year is well, I have to remember who's king. Oh yes, it's King Edward the 15th. So that would make it King it'd make it the Dynasty Edward the 10th. So from Tuesday plus I don't know what year it is. I sell insurance.
It remind. I'm just thinking of like that one Patrick gift where his brain is just malfunctioning the second he starts saying all that.
Chad knows what year it is.
Wait, are y'all coming or what? I say this out of character.
It's year 1. Chad was born with the world a year ago.
Just a baby.
So would would you like to buy any insurance so that way the next time the mule kicks you in the head you can go and get
Yeah.
it all covered?
Chad has slime one coin.
Can you explain it to me one more time so I for sure understand it all? I don't
course.
quite. I don't think
You
I quite
give
get it
Frog
quite yet.
money, Frog not help you.
And I'll go through and explaining insurance again.
Don't they hear the
To 'em.
yelling, or they just ignore it?
They don't care.
Dude, the frog is talking about insurance, the one thing it talks about. Good luck.
Exactly. I was gonna say, yeah, like, the frog is at peace right now.
I thought
Did
so,
Gabe
but
go
oh,
somewhere?
No, I'm waiting on Chad to take his turn. I was also listening to the conversation to see if they were actually coming or not, which I guess not.
No, we're
Like,
doing
if
this
y'all- if
as
y'all
we
were-
walk our way over.
Okay, as you're
No.
walking your way over, you're talking. Okay, so the
I
moment it
mean,
gets,
I guess if you started walking.
the moment it gets back to the top of the round, you two enter the scene. So y'all aren't here yet. Y'all were just talking, and I was just waiting
Well.
to see what's happening.
Chad jumps up and grapples. And then
Do
smacks
you
him
attack
with
or
his
you?
and then smacks him with his longsword.
I feel
Nice.
like grappling should be your action.
Go ahead and roll that attack. That hits, and it's with the hope. So go ahead and give yourself hope.
Yay, Chad has hope. 8 damage.
And he is dead.
Chad absorbs him.
Yeah, Chad just jumps on their head, grabs a sword out of himself, slams it down, smacking them, and then dissolves their body inside of him.
Actually, you
When
know,
they
You know,
die.
I don't know how much I like this slime anymore.
I'm gonna change this guy to be something else. Give me 2 seconds here.
1,
Oh, we lose.
2. Why?
Samuel L. Jackson is on the board.
What are you talking about? That's what is his name?
That is Mace Windu.
Yeah, that's Mace
We
Windu. I cannot
lose.
think of the character he was playing.
Oh, that's game.
Yeah, we lose.
Well, I'll just pack
What?
up my bags now.
I'm already playing Sith 5
And
anyway.
Lego Mace Windu.
And Lego Mace Windu.
That
How
it?
do we stand a chance?
All right.
It was a large Lego. A large
right.
automaton.
So Chad's turn is done. It is now Mary Ann's turn.
Oh, okay. I talk to them and be like, you didn't have to kill him. We could have just, made him surrender. Teach them a lesson, not kill them.
Bad guys must die.
Yeah, I agree with Chad.
We can't just go
Chad
around
did
killing people
good.
willy.
Yes, but you're just still a little too close to me.
All right,
You know,
I'm going to spend a fear to skip a turn. Mace Windu, Lego form, is going to.
Well, I jump in. No, I'm joking.
Chip in. He is going to roll. He's going to attack Marianne.
Oh,
Does
no.
a Jesus?
Yes, that hits.
I just rolled a 19.
Yeah, I think that hit.
Plus
Damn.
one. All right, so as you're talking, you get hit with a javelin. You take 5 damage.
Can I reduce it?
Yeah, so if you use armor slot, you just reduce it by 1 point. You don't have to do any math or nothing anymore. It's just like if you were going to take 2 damage, you'd now take 1. If you were going to take 1, you now take a stress.
So I take 4 damage.
I think Marionette is playing
No.
Karuna
No.
reverse card.
Wait, now?
The damage is your threshold. So like, where does 5 fall on your thresholds?
It should
mi-
be below his minimum.
It should be it's minor damage.
All right, so you take 1
Yeah.
hit point.
Yeah, and if you marked an armor slot, you would take 0, and you wouldn't have to mark any HP, but you would get a stress.
I'm happy someone understands these rules.
I'm
After-
understanding them.
I'm starting
After-
to.
And after throwing that javelin, he has a passive feature that allows him to move to far range. So he is going to just start hauling ass towards this other strange tent that may or may not hold a lot of stolen things.
I like to imagine there's just
So
a tree
can-
there, and it's like
Can
literally
we
a
catch
enemy.
the tents on fire?
I love this guy.
Marion Ann, is still your turn because I cut in front of you. You know what? I'm actually just going to leave one dude, and I'm going to use his turn order to tell me how many turns I get for when it comes back around to me. I'll do that anyway.
I think Marionette is playing her Uno reverse chord. Reversing the turn order. What it looks like. King.
Okay.
Sorry, what I
Hello,
missed.
darkness, my
It's your
old king.
turn.
It's your turn.
I guess that technically someone could have jumped in there.
Yeah, I mean, anyone can go.
All right. So do I see who's threw that javelin at me?
You do not. The javelin came from over the tent that's to your right, so you know they're definitely towards your right. But you didn't quite see who did it.
I'm gonna go right here, sneak around. Maybe I can ambush them. Can they see me?
They definitely saw you probably cross through, yeah. From tent to wagon. It's a pretty
Oh.
open field.
You know, I'm new to this, so I'll still do that, thinking that they didn't see me.
I mean, if
And
not, being behind a wagon makes you a little bit more protected from airborne javelins, so there's still a plus side to it.
let's see here. Okay, yeah, I'll be right here, and then I'll end my turn.
All
So I don't
right.
have any range. I don't have any range attacks, unfortunately.
So if you want to, there is the ability to spin your hope to give someone else an advantage if you can realistically help them in that situation. So because of your position, you can probably see the enemy because he's just kind of standing out there. And if anyone were to do a ranged attack, you could spend your hope to give them advantage.
Okay, before I move there, I asked the other two. Okay, if I distract them, see, I can get a hit. Do you promise not to kill them?
I cannot promise that, but we will see.
Get
Only
in.
if Chad not hungry.
I'll leave check out of what?
Only if Chad not hungry.
Are you hungry?
Not right now, I just ate too.
Been real funny if you just said,
Good.
yeah.
Good enough for me. Okay. Okay, I'll do just that. I'll peek behind. I'll slam my sword on my shield to make a loud noise where I'm at.
Okay,
So
okay.
they'll.
He looks a little bit towards that area.
Bang, 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 bang.
Alright, Lou.
All right, so that's gonna be their turn. What you feeling,
Um,
Shamir?
We've only seen wait, hold on, I'm sorry. I lost track of the Lego one. Okay, there's the Lego one. Have we only seen the two?
Right now, there's only two on the field at play. You technically haven't seen them, but you did see the javelin come over the tent and hit your friend, who then darted to a wagon. So you know there's an enemy there, but you haven't quite looked at them.
Well, I would like to hide
Okay,
and go cloaked.
all right, sounds good.
I'm sorry, someone just stole something from my grow a garden. They had to spend Robux to do that, which is crazy.
I heard that's the most popular Roblox game right now.
Wow, imagine playing something during D&D night.
Imagine having to 3D texture.
He stole something else. What the? This dude is he just spent literally $1 to steal $100,000 in this game, which is nothing. That's I can make that in a blink of an eye. What a fucking.
Why don't you make that in real life, bro? Get your money up, not your funny up.
This might have to be a 3-shot.
All right. Sorry. King's plan. He was gonna bang, and then I was supposed to attack, or what?
Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah. I wanted
long
to
as you-
cloak, but I'm
long
now
as you didn't make
realizing
it-
I think that's my action to cloak. Yeah.
Whatever it says to use your class ability, spend 3,
Yeah. You
hope,
make it.
do whatever. I don't know what the ability is unless I'm looking at it.
Well, in that case,
Which I
I'm
can pull
just
up your
going.
character sheet here. Find out.
It's an action. Like
I'll
I'd
say
have
you
to
could
use
do it
my
for
entire
free.
turn.
Yeah, I'll say
'Cause-
because no one can see you. You could probably do it for free.
I say it's not like a D&D rogue where you can bonus action hide. That's what I was trying to pretty much do. But yeah, I wanted to go cloaked and like I'm basically like invisible when I'm cloaked, right?
Anytime you would be hidden, you are instead cloaked. In addition to the benefits of hidden condition, while cloaked, you remain unseen if you are stationary. When an adversary moves to where they would blah blah blah.
Okay,
What's the hidden?
unstationary.
While you're out
That's
of
a
sight from all
problem.
foes. Oh, you automatically gain hidden every time you're out of sight.
Sure.
That's not a action. You are just hidden right now.
Oh. Well, in that case, I'm going to. I'm just gonna run over. Or I just want to run over and stab him. I don't have a bow. I can't like not be hidden and get sneak attack. I'm realizing that's a problem. That not having ranged. But whatever. I'm just gonna. You need an athletics check or agility check? Because I'm just gonna run over and stab Mace Windu.
I'll say yeah. I'll say
No,
you'll.
Windu.
I'll say you'll need an agility check to, because you can't go through the tent. You'll either have to go around the tent or you have to try to dodge your way through the logs that are blocking the path. So, yeah, you'll do an agility check.
16, but with fear.
16 with fear. That works. I'll say that works.
Do like a somersault over the logs. Get over there. I'm gonna land and then I'm gonna make.
All right, but with the fear, even though you did get there, I'm gonna say
didn't
you
do it- I
kind of
didn't do it
tumbled a
well.
little bit on some of those
Yeah.
logs. Mace Windu is kind of prepared for you, and
Mace
as a-
Windu.
he's going to kind of still stay out of your range. But you do make it to him. So it was with fear.
So I don't get my attack, or do I?
You don't get your attack, but you are next to him now.
Okay,
Uh,
I'll allow it.
as the player, I'll allow the GM to make that call.
I'll allow it.
Bad call.
But with the fear, he is going to go ahead and, hearing your attempt, he is going to attack you. Does a 5 hit? Oh wait,
Does
wrong
not.
guy. Hold on, wrong guy.
No.
I'm sorry.
You
I'm sorry.
You still roll 2d12.
It was a 12 hit.
No.
Okay, 12 misses you. But because it was a miss, you do lose your rogue evasion.
No, it's if I get hit.
Oh, okay.
Next time an attack succeeds against you. Otherwise, this bonus lasts until your next rest.
Damn, that's like you just get a permanent buff to
I
your
just
evasion.
I just get a +2. I have a
That's pretty
15 AC right now, basically.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's
Very.
great. All right, he is going to. Yep, that's it. That's back to you guys. Because you guys didn't attack, like you haven't succeeded in attack yet. My turn is just one time every time I
Oh.
take a character.
Um.
And it is Chad's turn by
It's got
technicality,
some, right?
but anyone could jump in. So,
Okay.
Go ahead,
Well,
Chad.
you know
You
what
can go
Chad's
second.
doing.
all right, so you'll have to make the same check if you're trying to go through the logs that Shamir went through, or you can go around, which will take longer, and it'll take you 2 turns to probably get to anybody. But you can take the longer route.
How much distance do I have?
To get to Mace Windu, you'll
this
do
is
an
40.
the Mace Windu. You can get there, but you won't be able to attack if you succeed on your athletics ability, agility.
Why
To get to
can't I
Lego,
just absorb the logs?
I'm gonna say the more weight is inside your body, the slower you probably are. I mean, I'm sure.
I mean, the bigger the thing is, the longer it takes him to absorb it. So that'll take a turn to absorb anyway.
Yeah, we'll roll with that.
I'm gonna do that. So I'm just
Did
stuck
nobody
like right
bring
here
ranged
absorbing.
attacks besides Mr. Pond?
Well, I have 2 daggers in my hand because having a second dagger in my hand gives increased
Yeah,
damage or
damage. Yeah.
whatever.
Okay, so you're doing are you doing the agility check, or are you just moving there without worrying about the agility check? Because you can get there safely if you take 2 turns.
I am absorbing the logs.
All right, we'll see how that comes into play.
Long.
It is. Is that going to be your turn then, or do you have like an ability you want to do? Spend hope to do a class feature.
No, it's gonna take all my turn to absorb the logs.
Okay. So it is Marianne's turn again.
Do I know if they attacked successfully?
Wait a minute. I'm so sorry. It has been a turn now. The other 2 are in play, and they're going first. The other 2 are in play. Mr. Pond arrives on the scene, and Hale arrives on the scene.
Do you force them on the
Hi,
scene?
we're here. I
Because
still
it's-
understand insurance.
Because of the
It's
situation,
really quite simple. Insurance is amazing.
because of the situation, and I think I skipped y'all by accident. Y'all can start closer together. Y'all can start wherever on the wagon. Let me draw a line.
You
Oh,
railroad them. They
you're
were
like
having
here.
a conversation about.
I'm so
I'm with
sorry.
my new froggy best friend.
You could place your character anywhere on the left side of that line.
So, what's going on here, guys?
Would you tell him how great insurance is?
I still don't know what this insurance is, but we're in a fight. Can we focus, people?
Yeah.
These
Did
are
you ask them
potential
to-
customers.
Did you ask him to the peacefully surrender yet?
Hey, Mr. Podcast. They said they hate insurance. That they think it's stupid and that they would rather be careful than waste money on it. That guy over there, who's bald.
I think I
Said
heard
it.
that too.
Alright, so it is Mr. Pond and Hell's turn. Y'all can go together or whatever. Y'all are next because
Where's my character sheet? I misplaced the character sheet.
if you just click
Uh-oh.
on the journal on the top right
There
of
we go.
Roll20,
There
you
we
can pull it
go.
up that way. Yep.
How much
Can I
speed
throw
do
the
I
frog
have?
at him?
I would allow. Yeah, come on, do it.
That's awesome.
And so,
Get whacked.
so what you'll do is do a strength check to see how far he goes. You won't
So I
take any
just roll
damage on a
straight?
fail. You won't take any damage on the fail, but the higher the number, the further distance you go.
Did I just roll strength?
Yep. Oh, is that what you rolled? 11, 8?
Is that
Plus two.
combined?
Yep. So, what is that? 19, 20, and 21. All right, let me pull up the ruler so I can eyeball this shit.
Oh, that is a 21. It tells me literally in my character sheet that it's a 21.
You know what? Because it's funny, Mr. Pine, you have landed pretty much right in front of Javelin Guy. Is that where you were trying to throw?
Yeah, basically, and I'm trying to throw at anybody.
All
Kind of
right,
an
so
Yeah.
you land next to him. You can still move if you want. So you can go to Lego Mace Windu or Mace Windu. One of them has a
Lego Mace
javelin.
Windu or Mace Windu.
One of them has a javelin, and the other one you can see him with a sword, and that's about it.
Make it control. Trying to read here. Let's see. Yeah, I just used the bow right in front of the frickin' javelin dude. As soon as I
Alright.
find the bow, there's the bow. Roll.
That
Aim
is a
for the
crit.
knee, little frog.
That is our first crit. You rolled double
No
die.
way, he critted? Oh,
He critted?
my goodness.
And with the crit, I'm going to say he is dead immediately. You killed him.
I like to
Did-
imagine the frog just enraged because we told him he didn't believe in insurance and didn't like it.
Should have been the barbarian.
I'll be honest, I don't know if I believe in insurance either.
I'm going to imagine that you did that mid-air. As you
Yeah,
were in the air, flying through the air,
That
you
was
pull
his
your
way
bow
of
out and
releasing.
shoot him.
That was his way of releasing his
arrow,
anger
arrow
after
just
hearing.
lands right in the eye socket. He just drops dead.
Drops dead. Mace Windu Lego is dead.
You just see the frog pound his chest.
As he falls down, though, you all begin to feel the ground rumble a little bit as someone had feels like a big step was just took.
Huh? What was that?
It is now Marianne's turn again.
Get him, pretty lady.
And with the crit, you get hope and clear of stress. Just to let you know.
Oh, I got a hope and a clear stress
So there's still
point.
one guy left, though, right?
So far, you can only see one guy. There's a big tent that no one has came out of yet.
This one. So this Lego Mace Windu's dead, though.
Lego Mace
Right.
Windu just got shot in the Lego eyes and is dead.
We heard a whole bunch
Okay,
of
so we-
pieces fall.
He got hit with the crit, which would have
Okay.
done, regardless of what you rolled for damage, enough to severely injure him. And so
And how do
he's just dead.
crits work in this game?
So,
Go ahead.
so the way crits work in this game, you roll the same number on your hope and fear die. It's a crit, which means you automatically succeed. For the sake of this, I'm gonna make it so you just deal the max damage your weapon would have done in that situation, which would have probably killed this guy.
And now my question is, can I use my hope to use an ability?
You start, so you max out your damage die and then roll another is what it is for critical to success.
Wow, that's what we do for D&D.
I mean, how else would you really spit it?
Well, in basic D&D logic, you're supposed to just add another, like double the die. But how we normally do it is we max out the potential damage that you could have done, and then you roll for the damage again.
Yeah, that's what this is. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
All
just
right,
such a
well-
better rule.
What was your question?
Can I spend 3 hope to use an ability?
Yeah. I mean, it's still technically y'all's turn.
Okay, then I'm gonna do hold them off. So I'm spending 3 hope. When you succeed on an attack with a weapon, use that same roll against 2 additional adversaries within range of the attack.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So
Oh my.
you deal. So go ahead. You deal max damage. So go ahead and roll your. What's your short bow? Max damage. Like what do you roll for that damage?
1d6 plus 3.
1d6 plus 3. So you deal 9 damage, and then go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
7. So
9 plus 7 would be 16.
16 damage. That that hurts him. That hurts him. He. Where do you shoot him?
There's only one place that the frog goes when someone says they hate insurance.
And the arrow to the
In
knee.
the eyes.
No, the nutsack.
The nutsack. Okay. So with that same crit roll, you shoot him.
Why are you assuming that Mace Windu is a guy?
Oh, that's a guy. You know that's a guy, bro.
He's got aura.
And yeah,
He's that guy.
He is hurt. He is hurt real bad.
Yeah, I'd hope not to get shot in the nut.
All right, it is y'all's turn again.
Listen,
Or it's
Mr.
still,
Guy,
it's still
you
y'all's
just
turn. How many
got shot
attacks
in the
is
nut.
That was 1, 2, 3. Okay. Still y'all's turn. Because
You can always give up, Mr. Man. You already got shot. You have no chance of winning. We don't have to kill you.
He is kneed onto the ground, gasping for air, holding his nuts.
Well, go on. Finish him.
Re-
And I'm looking at Mary.
We won't. We don't have to kill you. You can surrender. We'll take good care of you until we get put you in prison.
He is crying with tears. He can't really speak right now.
King, are you going to move into?
Chad jumps in, smacks him with his sword.
He starts crying.
The bloodlust on this guy. Uh, 5, 10? 10 misses. As you swing, he finally gets a hold of himself. You do get a hope because you rolled a hope. But he rolls away from your attack. And
See, Chad knew he was faking.
And what he's going to do is use his action, because it's his turn now, because you failed the attack roll. He is going to use his action called Suppressing Blast. Mark a stress. He's going to mark a stress.
How funny. The black guy's all about suppression.
You know what? I'm going to mark 2 stress because he got hit in the balls. All targets must succeed an agility reaction roll or take 1d8 plus 2 magic damage. And I gain a fear for every person who gets hit with this. So, because Chad, Shamir, and Marianne is next to each other here, you are in a nice little circle where he can blast. He is going to hit all 3 of you. So, an agility reaction roll is you just do a flat agility roll. And you can add your modifier. If you have any kind of ability or something like that, or class feature, ancestry feature that gives you advantage on that, just to remember that. I don't know what race you picked, but if you're playing as the cat race, I think you do get something with this, unless I'm thinking of elves.
When you make an agility roll, you can spend 2 hope to reroll your hope die.
Okay, I'll allow you to do that for this if you wanted to. If you fell, you want
I'm making we're making just straight agility checks.
Yeah, just do an agility reaction. Oh, the reaction. By the way, if you do a reaction roll, you don't gain hope or fear from it.
Where do you roll reaction?
These
do an
nuts.
agility check. You just do an agility check.
Okay.
Got him.
All right, so we got.
They just double roll it. My bad. No idea.
All right, 6, 12.
I got 13. 13.
12, 13, 17.
12, 13, 17. So all of you basically do that correctly. You do not get hit by this move as you see him flinch in pain, attempting to do it. And it's still his turn. So he is going to I'm going to spend a fear to allow him to go into far range without any problems. And he is going to run, more like stumble, and he's going to enter this tent. And as he does, the entire ground begins to shake as one very special boy begins to step out onto the field.
It's
Sir Nicholas of Cage.
That's
stands
a
right in front of
big
Mr. Pine.
man.
It is
Or
It's
Nicholas
Nicholas-
Cage.
It's Nicholas Nage.
it is now. Oh, I deleted. Oh, I gotta add him to the turn order. And he is going to have no actions. He's gonna have one.
Who-
It's back to y'all's turn.
So then, good sir, get out my little pen and pencil, my little set. Have you thought about life insurance? Are you in flood insurance or child flood insurance? How about horse insurance? Have you thought about fly insurance? Fly insurance is very
tall-
important.
How tall is
Horse
this person compared to an average human like me?
horse insurance for Betsy over there.
Oh, good. How much would you like to put down on it?
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, you have to pay
Could y'all
a
not hear me
certain
all this time?
fee. No, we can hear you.
Okay, I was about to say. I was like, wait a minute.
You have to pay a
anyone
small
heard King?
fee and then a monthly fee. So then we can insure your horse, and then if anything happens to said horse, then we'll give you some money for said horse.
How would you know if something happened to horse?
You file a claim. You just write us a letter. Use one of our sheets of paper that I can give you, and once we get that, we'll send out someone, take an investigation, and after the investigation is through, within 2 to 3 weeks, you will have a little small chest full of gold, most likely, depending on how much you want to spend, of course.
I give you money, kill horse, and you give me money.
Well, if that's how you want to have it in your claim, I guess.
Y'all just sneak up behind him while he's distracted.
No, this is valuable learning for me too. I don't
Well,
understand how this works either, so I
I
need
tell
all the help I
Catman
can
and
get.
Chad.
Real quick, just because of this interaction, if you want to, since it is y'all's turn, you can freely move around a little bit, just to let the guy in the back know. He's very far away.
I would like to move here and hide.
He
Right.
seems pretty friendly to me, guys. We don't have to do anything quite yet.
I
What if
will.
I would
what
like
if I
to
were
cloak.
to get human insurance for my friend?
I will
Well, I
go
mean-
right here while they're to see if they don't see me.
The policy at Toadstool is we'll insure anything as long as there's gold involved.
Once we ain't got gold, we only have like silver or furs or something. Do y'all trade in items instead?
I have items.
We have been known to accept items. It is on a case by case basis when that is, brought up.
I cloak
So
right now.
I'd have to see the items first for collateral.
Slavery is very popular in my village. We can sell you a person.
Do you have pre-existing customers?
Yes, we do. None are here currently, but we do have many existing customers from my town and all throughout this world.
So can I?
Toadstool Insurance is a very large organization. I can assure you of that.
How about we make common deal? You insure people. Their wagon gets stolen from on our trail. We give you their item. You give us their gold. And you give their item back to them. We get
Yes.
paid to rob your customers. You get the customers' items back to keep them satisfied.
Now, I don't know about this, Mr. Froggy. I don't think you can agree to this. That sounds
Is there-
pretty evil to me.
I think I lost a lot of good men today, and I have a lot of good stuff that I don't want stolen.
Quick question.
From you.
DM. Can I slowly, stealthily approach?
You can't. Y'all can do basically whatever
I
you're wanting.
I want
during this
to get to
conversation.
where I'm in like combat range with him, and then I'm going to attack him.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow along and do the same.
All right.
If I'm able to successfully stealthily approach.
Can I expose my teammates? Like, what are y'all doing? That's not honorable.
What is Chad
Stabbing them in
doing?
the back.
What is Chad doing? Are you doing the same? Sneaking around? He is big, by the way. He is a giant. That's why he's taking up 4 squares. He is.
I
He
thought
can
he
double
was
the
a
size
sumo
of all
wrestler.
y'all. He's a big dude. He is
Can I
a
expose
brawny
my
zombie.
teammates?
Well, I'd imagine you couldn't really see me, but because I go cloaked every time I hide. But
See
if you
me
do
though.
expose us, no matter what, we get up on him. We're both 5 feet in him. I still get sneak attack because there's a melee or ally within 5 feet. I am going to sneak attack the.
Okay, what Chad and
22.
Hell, are y'all moving anywhere? Or are you just kind of hanging out where you're at?
Kale.
Huh?
Brian, look at your fucking screen.
But
Get off your phone.
11 damage.
Are you moving anywhere? During this conversation, you are freely able to move around. He is blocking the entrance of the tent, but he is not really paying that close attention to the side. So both Shamir and Marinette were able to sneak up on him. Would you also like to, or are you just kind of hanging out?
you know what? Hearing all that,
Can I go
I'm
over
just
the
gonna
horse and
walk
try
up
to?
right in front of him.
Can I go
Okay,
over the
so you-
horse and try to make it my own?
So you get in front of him and you go to the horse. Okay, the sneak attack goes off. It's a guaruined attack because fuck it, it's a sneak attack.
What are you doing?
I
This
attacked
is
for
a great
22 and you-
business deal. You ruined a perfect business deal.
Like he wasn't gonna guarantee he was. It wasn't a guarantee he was gonna give you the items. What if he tricked you and took all
This
the
conversation was going
insurance
on.
money?
I took
Alright.
an action.
And
So you
I'm also
did an attack roll of 11-9. That definitely.
Yeah, I would say 22, and then I did 11 damage in total.
11 damage in total.
I didn't even roll two. I didn't even
also
roll.
Yeah, I
going
got-
to
I didn't even
He
roll. I just
takes-
rolled damage.
Takes 2 hit points. I'll say because of the sneak attack, it hits. So another 5 damage. Okay.
now. Since I'm in front of him, I'm going to mark a stress to use my tongue as a finesse close weapon.
Okay.
How do you have a tongue?
So because of the sneak
Okay.
attack stuff here, I'm going to say your attack just hits. Attack
Okay.
Well,
roll.
he ran straight at him.
Well, y'all attacked him and then Chad attacked. So like as he's
Okay.
stunned from y'all's combined sneak
Yeah.
attack,
That works for me.
yeah. So you deal
6.
what's going on here? You did 6 damage? 6 damage. Y'all by the for your attack roll and stuff, I'm not getting a fear and you're not getting hope because that's just a guaranteed thing. I'm not gonna have you.
I was gonna say I didn't add hope because you said it was guaranteed.
Alright, but that is several things on his tracker. Alright. So what about Mr. Pond? You attacking too or
I thought Mr. Pond's about to attack us.
Already, my bow. The big pink thing that always attacks everything will die this day.
Pink thing. It's no pink thing.
You.
I'm a cat.
I'm attacking Lou.
I thought he was a black cat.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm a black cat. I just don't have the right profile picture.
Profile
I'm a
picture.
black
It's
cat.
like Trey. I don't even know what Trey is. I keep forgetting.
It's a Pikachu.
I say as far as I'm concerned, he's a fucking an
Pikachu.
Eevee.
No, that's an Eevee.
All right, if you're attacking, go ahead and
I would miss.
all right, you do gain a hope, but it is now my turn because of a failed attack.
It's something whizzes
Even-
by your head. You think it's like a
And-
bug or something.
I would look at you and be like, what the fuck?
All right, he is going to take his fist and he's going to backhand the pink thing, the black cat. Does a 19 hit?
Sadly, yes.
So is
All right.
Lou's character's nickname now the Pink Drink?
Pink thing. I don't know about that one.
Pink drink. I'll just say
All right,
pink
so
thing.
you
Pink
take
drink counts.
14 damage.
Yeah, I'm going to have to mark 2 armor slots.
I told y'all shouldn't have messed with that thing. Just
And
let
just
him go
take-
peacefully.
And just take 1. that was
All right.
severe damage for me.
He is going, because his attack was a success, he is going to mark a stress to make you restrained. You cannot move. And you are forced to take 2 stress. So give 2 stress to yourself.
Fucker.
All right. And then he is
No, he's dying
going.
first. Me.
And then he is going to attack Marionette with his other
Okay.
fist.
Yes.
Does a 20 hit.
Yes.
All right. And the damage you take is 6.
That is
And-
minor damage.
Minor damage. Okay.
How did it go from major to minor?
Do you remember? You can always armor slot this. All right. Oh, and
I'll
since you
do-
did get successfully hit, you do lose the
Yeah, I dropped
rook
it.
thing. All right. So now you are restrained. Both of y'all are currently in his grasp, and it is still his turn. He is going to. This move is called Rend Asunder. Make a standard attack with advantage against any restrained person. So he is going to lift you up with his hand and slam you on the ground, dealing.
No, no.
It's with advantage, so let me roll here.
Here's what I picture. He just picks them both up and smacks their heads together. This is not
I like that idea
work
too.
together.
I like
Does
that.
a 19 hit? Yeah, 19 hits.
What against who?
Me?
Yep, against Shamir.
Yes,
The pink
that-
thing?
Yep, that
Yep.
definitely hits.
And
The pain thing.
Prank thing.
5 damage. All right, and with
both
his
of us?
just to Shamir. And for his last attack, he is going to do the same thing to you, though, man. Here is the roll.
No.
Hold on, I lied. Here is the roll. Does a 7 hit? Probably not.
Son of a bitch.
No,
Hey,
but
never-
how does he
me, but
miss
no
if
one-
he's grabbing me?
We'll say you managed to kick him and wiggle out of his grasp.
You bit his thumb, and he dropped you.
Ah. Ah.
All right, but since the attack was a success against Shamir, you are still restrained by the guy. I forgot to mention, but Marinette, you also take 2 stress because he did manage to grab
Marinette.
you with the successful attack.
I don't know.
He is furious.
Uh-oh.
I'm telling y'all shouldn't have fucked with him. I tried to warn you.
All right, but it is
Well.
back to y'all's turn.
Stabbing. 14.
14 does hit. Yep.
And I get sneak attack because I have an ally. That's 10 plus 3. 13 damage.
13 damage. He is looking hurt. He's looking real hurt.
Is he real hot?
All right. It is. You rolled with hope to get a hope. It is still y'all's turn.
And now, again, this is me not knowing what the fuck we're doing. Since I just attacked, it's still our turn. Can I then pop Rogue's Dodge again?
You can.
Oh wait, no, I cannot. I can only do that once for short rest.
You cannot.
Yeah, no.
But you
Well,
can
no one's
attack
good-
again if you want. If no
I
one
was
else
gonna say
wants-
if no one's saying they're attacking,
It
I'm
is
attacking
free flow
again.
combat.
Another 14,
another 14 does hit again.
and that's 10 damage with another sneak attack again. 14. It's one more
14
damage in my last.
All right, he's winded. He looks like he can fall over with the next attack.
All right.
even
Well, God,
if-
don't let
Chad
me
is
do all the
going
work.
to use his long tongue to wrap around the dude and get on his head and swing downward with his long sword.
All right, roll that attack. And he is dead, but that is with fear, so I gain a fear.
21 with fear.
As
And
the sword-
I
as the
devour
sword-
him.
as the sword strikes down his back, I guess. I don't know how you were attacking him with the sword while you're encasing his head, but
But he used his tongue to lash onto his head to like grapple to it, and as he was getting pulled to it, he used his hands to bring out his sword.
all right, we'll roll with it. Uh,
I was like, don't question it.
Your white liquid body is turning bright red as the blood seeps out of him into you. As he falls onto his knees and onto his ground. He is dead.
Holy
This is my ground now.
What the fuck was that, Frog?
I jump up and start beating on the pink thing with my fist. You granted it's a freaking frog, so
See, it's like
you ruined the perfect business deal. We were gonna be rich, you moron. Just beating him.
My goodness, you stupid and unintelligent creature. I'm just gonna like try to
It's
push
the
you off.
insurance deal of a lifetime.
I pick up the frog and be like, look, this guy was bad news. I'm pretty sure he was gonna rip you off in one way or another.
It's insurance. It's meant to be ripped off.
No, I meant they're gonna rip you off, not the other way
It doesn't
around.
matter. We still could have filed claims against them.
Oh my
The
God.
law is on our side.
Look, once
Why
you
did I
get into
agree to
town,
this job?
you
with
can
these
rip off
buffoons?
as many people as you want.
I'm gonna
not
go into the main
Bad guy,
All right,
the
Shamir.
average man.
Shamir. As you open up the tent curtain and take a look inside, you see about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 people in Mace Windu. What do you do?
How do they all fit in there?
Like I like to say, I imagine I opened the door and I'm kind of like still hurt. I just took 2 damage. So I'm like, fuck, that hurt. And I like rub my eyes. I look at and I see them all. I immediately run out the door and I just book it. I just take off running. I don't say a word. Full
Wait.
sprint.
Wait, where are you going, Shamir?
Wait,
Out
come
of here.
back.
Because I'm like down here, can I see all the people too?
You.
Because I'm looking like
You're
right at the entrance.
You're focused on that horse, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to see it, then yeah. So, that's up to
Hold
you.
on, let me go look.
Fucking Shamir is.
Can I do like a presence check and then that decides it,
Sure, yeah, whatever you feel like.
or like an instinct because that's like perceive, sense, and navigate.
Yeah,
I like
if you,
instinct.
Maybe you caught a glimpse of the flab as he was taking a peek inside.
I say I took
Ooh,
half
that's
a step
16.
in, saw it all, and
All right,
turned
that's up
around
to you.
and booked it.
With the fear, you definitely see it, and the sheer number of people in that tent kind of gives you a little bit of the probably not a good idea vibe.
So if my hope dice is higher than the fear, but I roll with hope,
Yeah.
apparently
So
I just
you
cannot roll
succeeded.
well with hope at all.
You succeeded,
No,
so you
you
saw them
suck at
because
it.
that's what your intent was, but it was with fear, so it gives you a little bit of a
Maybe,
fear.
yeah. Hey, guy, I don't think we should look in there. I would be careful.
Why?
I don't
What's
think
in
it's
there?
a good. I don't think it's a good idea. Just trust me. I don't think it's a good idea. As
Why?
I
What's in there?
start
I
backing
look
away.
in as I'm still holding Frogman.
Okay, so as you take a look in there, as you
bulldozed
take a
by like
look,
3 guys rushing out.
as you take a look, you see
Hmm?
you see a
Nobody
bunch of
gets
people hanging out in this tent.
How did that many people fit in there? I guess it's a big tent.
They don't have weapons, and they merely just kind of look at you. Mace Windu, he's dead. He's in the tent dead. Fuck it.
Wait, are they?
Look at all
going
these
up-
customers. I wiggle out of his hand. Oh, customers.
Wait, no, Toady. What are you doing?
Hi there. I run up to the first guy. Hi there. Would you like to buy some insurance? We've got all types of insurance, all insured through the great Toadstool Insurance Company.
They just start packing him. They all just start kicking him.
The
punching him.
moment you Mace Windu's dead. He's erased me. Where do you are you just kind of stepping to the first guy here?
Just whoever's first.
As soon as you step up to the first guy, this guy and this guy immediately go to your sides, and they all try to punch you. And they're trying to kick you. Some of them may have like a shank, a fork, and they're going to attack you.
Toady, this is not the time.
My pizza away.
Does a 5 hit?
My pizza.
5 does not
No.
hit. I know a 5 doesn't hit. Does a 14 hit?
14. Yes, it does.
All right, you take 2 damage.
It's my HP. HP.
That should be minimum for you. Minor.
Oh, okay. So minor damage is 7.
So you either take 1 hit point, or you can make an armor or take away an armor
take a
slot to take
stress.
0. Take a stress.
I'd recommend that.
Okay. So take an armor. Sorry, what?
Well, an armor slot
So-
always reduces your damage from like severe to major to minor. And if you are on minor, you can just take none, but you have to.
But you take 1 stress, yeah.
Fine, I take a stress. Okay.
All right. And it is your turn again. You see every single person kind of move up.
Do not fear, there is plenty of insurance to go around. And I have a brilliant plan on how to make you all filthy, stinking rich.
Me feels bad for leaving, but Shamir does not because he doesn't know these people. He doesn't care that they die.
That is true. Y'all accepted the same job, but y'all may not have known each other.
I would like to explain the plan that the big guy to explain to me.
They all sort of look at each other and nod at each other. And you hear whispers in the background. And the first guy kind of looks at you and he's like, Big guy was smart. And if he thinks that was a good plan, maybe we should listen to him. And they all start chattering some more among themselves. And
I was about to grab the frog away until I heard this, and I was like, wait a minute.
Is there no persuasion rolls in this?
I mean, there is, but I'm not.
Oh, there's
going
there's
through all that.
deceive, there's perceive or charm.
Well, I mean, if the giant is smarter than them, then I feel like it wouldn't matter.
Big guy dead? One of them yells out from the back. If he's dead, that means we have no leader. They all look at you, assuming you're the one who's slain their last leader. What's your reaction?
One less person to cut in on the business. Who wants to make some money?
Yay, hooray,
They all
yay.
look at the raggedy and with no weapons in hand. And the reason why they have no weapons is because all of the daggers are kind of stationed on that tent over there. They decide to take your deal.
Oh, we're gonna be rich.
One of them leaves the tent. He goes over to this table. He's got some letters, some addresses, where to send things. He's got some contracts there, and he's going to bring them back and kind of give them to you. He's like, "This is our information. This is our basis. If anything happens, this is where we'll be. This is where you can send the gold. And where can we send the people that we steal from? Where can we send their stuff?"
All in good time. All in good time.
All right. Okay. They all sort of huddle back together with all their stolen goods that they have taken from people. And
Shamir's at the cart by now.
What do you
Chat,
do now,
follow
Mister?
Shamir.
You've made a formal contract with them, pretty much. So what do you do now? Are you hanging out? Are you going back to the cart?
Why would I go back to the cart? This is the perfect insurance plan I've ever seen.
True, but you
Yeah,
did
he's
accept
in
a
the army
job
of
to
insurance.
originally check on a village. Y'all have not made it to the village yet.
Hey, you don't know.
Think-
You don't know who's.
Yeah,
or-
think of this
So,
as like your savings, like your backup plan in case it doesn't work out with your other job.
What if Froggy's character is specifically like self-centered? He doesn't care about like the other jobs that people give
I
him.
whispered
He's
this
to
just
him.
trying to.
I mean, hey, if you want to, you can do that. Like, you could just
But-
hang out here with these cool people.
Bryce is gonna have to make 2 characters, and he's gonna have one-on-one sessions. Gabe to like slowly build up his Froggy empire. When his other character finally like we get to the end campaign, like maybe like a year or 2 from now, we're all like max level, and we're gonna run into the Froggyman and his fucking empire.
I like this plan. I go up inside
I
pretending
tell you
to be.
what, the Toadstool insurance will be a thing if this is like if I do a Daggerheart campaign, it will be an existing thing.
I walk inside and be like, "Hello, I am your guard, Mister Ponzi, and I'm here to remind you that you have another job that you have to do." I say like all robotically, like not trying to be all, trying to like pretend to be this a frog's guard, even though I'm bad
You know,
at lying.
Indeed. I do have other business to attend to. I can set up a warehouse once I get into town, get some insurance claims there. Depending on what's going on, there may be some carts leaving, and then I can send back information. Be ready to hear from me in a couple of days. Leave.
I put the frog on my shoulder.
Dude, Captain America just got a Venom skin in Marvel
How big of
Rivals.
a
That's
frog
dope.
are you?
I'm a frog.
Like
Are you? I
tree
think you said
frog, or like are you like
yeah.
humanoid, like
Oh, that's
halfling
true.
sized frog?
Like tree frog size, like actual frog.
What's your weapon?
A little stick launcher. Bow and arrow.
That kills people. That's
Yes,
already killed.
Those are some sharp ass sticks.
Well, you got to think Mr. Pine can also perform slight magic. He's probably just enhancing his shots some way.
Okay, 'cause see now when he was saying that he's punching me, now I understand why he didn't roll for attacker. Literally did no damage. 'Cause
Yeah,
it was literally a frog jumping on me. He didn't need to be pulled off of me. I could have just stood up.
it's like you could have just flicked me.
Okay, I understand.
As we walk away, I tell Mr. Frogson, "You know this is really, really illegal, right?"
Only illegal if we get caught. And by
Well,
the time we get caught, we're gonna have so much money that the Toadstool Insurance Company will be mine.
I don't like the sound of this at all. But if we're to survive, I'll let you do your little thing, because that's better than them killing us.
Gosh, I was like, I could use some money. Can I help? I need some money. I don't like doing illegal stuff, but we need some money.
I mean, under technicality, it is contractual. I guess by contract. It's not like it's illegal.
I think it's
There's a
no.
loophole there.
Marianne thinks it's illegal.
My family needs some money. Our village needs some money. Can I help?
Do you have any
I don't wanna.
warehouses?
No, but I'm a very person and
How about
friendly.
barns? Do you have any barns?
We got pig holes and cow fields.
We might be
I
able
can
to do
sell.
some business.
I can sell. People like me for some reason. I can sell, dog poop to a cat if I have to.
Well, then come with me, and I will lead you in the ways of insurance.
I feel like I just signed a deal with the devil.
All right,
Yes,
so as you
did.
walk away from the tent, and head back to the cart, the friendly group of people who are now your friends, I guess, close the curtain, start chatting with each other, and you all go back to the car. I just realized the time. Y'all have another like, I got at least an hour. Maybe not that. Like, I'll speed it up. Okay. So after a brutal fight, Shamir taking the most damage out of everybody. You head back to
I
the
didn't
car.
take any damage for that fight.
The kind people at the tent,
Did you fight?
they did give you back your stuff. They did steal from you while you were in your last fight. 2 bandits, the 2 who were playing cards on the table, did steal the resources and food you had in your cart. Y'all didn't know that because y'all didn't check the cart. So you did find those. You brought them back. Now you got your stuff back. And you continue forward to this wonderful village. As you keep going further down the trail, the day has kind of dragged on, especially since you had 2 lengthy fights. And it's starting to get a little bit of an evening happening now. As you approach this village, though, you begin to see a clearing. And as the trees begin to kind of disappear from the lumberjacks and, just the wear of the forest, you begin to feel this kind of pepper on your faces. Like a fog, like water. But you don't see any fog, and there's no waterfalls near. So it's interesting to have this kind of effect happening. But as you continue forward, you end up at this wonderful place, the village.
Oh, I know this village. I've been here a few times with my family, selling our extra chickens and gals and stuff.
And some of y'all very much may have. This village has built its own wall, as you can see, but it is a work in progress. And with the bandits everywhere, you can only assume the worst from not hearing from them for quite some time. Let me go ahead and drag your tokens here. You hear nothing. You see nothing. No people. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. It seems like a standstill. Even the well has no sound coming from it.
I don't see our token.
'Cause I didn't place your tokens.
Okay.
Chad goes
Oh,
around
Gabe, where's our
sniffing
token?
everything.
We died. We all died.
Quick question. We took we drove the cart here, right?
Yeah, we'll say you took a short rest, definitely to get
Sweet.
there. With the short
How
rest,
does that work?
What
so
does
with the
that
short
do?
rest, you are able to
Click
spend.
downtime, and on short rest, you have 2 moves.
Yeah, you can tend to wounds, clear stress, repair armor, prepare. What prepare does is give you hope. Or other. Other is kind of like if you're trying to attune to an item or figure out a puzzle. That's what.
Okay, can you do me a favor? Can you share screen for me?
Yeah.
Go on my character first.
Me?
Because it says there's something you can do if you have the book unlocked in a short rest.
Jesus,
me.
probably other. Yeah, share screen. That's not what I'm meant to share.
It's a good thing I didn't look at it yet.
Share screen. Let me click on Shamir.
So is tier your level?
Tier is your level.
So downtime, top right.
Downtime.
And you click on that. Now click repair armor.
So you want to repair armor?
What does that say?
Describe how you quickly repair your armor. Then clear a number of armor slots. 1d. You can do this to an ally's armor instead if you'd like.
Okay, see, I didn't know it was plus your tier. Like, okay,
your tier is 1. You're level 1. You are tier.
So it should be a D4 plus 1, right?
D4 plus 1.
Okay, yeah. See, I don't see that. I just see a D4. I mean, so do you. I don't know. Okay. Well, I'm gonna tend to my wounds and repair my armor.
I did too.
All right, so y'all roll for it yourselves. I don't want to roll for you, so y'all do your thing. Your short.
So you can tend to an ally instead. Does anyone want to tend to me?
I'm
hurt?
good.
Some people haven't gotten hit once this entire time. You
I
could
repaired all of my.
help a teammate if you like.
I could really use it.
I'll use it to clear stress.
Actually, no.
You do get 2 actions, so you can do the same action twice.
Okay, so the plus is automatically added. Because I rolled a 1 on the d4 for 10 to wounds, but it cleared my 2 HP. So it automatically added the +1.
Did you do your long rest, Brian?
Yeah.
Or your short rest? All right.
So I just have 2 stress points right now.
And
let's
I'll
see.
use it to repair my armor too.
Stop watching.
I'm gonna repair my armor and then prepare.
Oh dang, that's nice. I only
It's-
got rid of
Right.
1 stress though.
And you know, right over here too, I'm gonna look at the other 2 or other 3 and be like, I'm kind of surprised you all made that out alive. I thought you would all die. Then you
I'm gonna
found
be
this.
honest, I was scared crapless.
Who are we talking to? I'm sorry.
The 3 of you who didn't immediately all run away.
Oh, okay. I knew we got it. I didn't think we did anything bad would happen to us yet.
We got
Y'all
out.
seem like you know very capable fighters. I know I'm still still getting there, but I think we got it.
Literally escaped with the skin of our teeth. The only reason we survived is because this guy, I say, is I like pinch him, like carrying him by his shirt, was able to convince him that to work for us or to insurance or whatever he did.
It's an ongoing business transaction.
All
It's
right,
gonna
so,
be great.
He's
So,
not a bad guy.
so as you guys are discussing how the fuck you survived that last encounter, you see this village completely at a standstill, and you feel something is immediately off about this place. On your right, as y'all walk in, you see this little kind of like this real short. Do I have a way to show this to y'all? I
a
guess I
short
do.
penis.
Oh, I can ping it. Okay. Y'all see this building to your right. It is basically like a sort of half welcome center. There's nothing there. You see just a window. There's some stuff in there. But there's no one in there, and you can clearly see inside of this thing. So you don't have to step into it to see what's in there. You see, there's
What's
nothing in there.
Oh, okay. Not a
There may
welcome
be like a few
pamphlet or anything.
tools. It seems like kind of like a tool shed, like a generalized tool shed. There's just a few things in there, but nothing of importance. And you see 5 houses. There's 5 of y'all. If you'd like, you don't have to, but you can all choose a house to investigate if you would like.
Do we investigate and see
Well-
what we find?
All right, everyone. There's a voice in my head telling me that we should all go. I'll go take this one over here.
All right, so if you just want to kind of step near the house you want to investigate.
I'll investigate this one.
I'm a frog. I'm gonna investigate the fountain.
All right, so the well is not one of the 5 buildings I had set up for this.
Well, it's a building to him.
unfortunately.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
it's
a
more
pile
like
of
a
sticks
pool. I
is
think
a
it's
building.
it's more like a pool for you. I mean,
Like-
hey, if you want
It's
to,
more like a luxury home. It's a
if you-
fountain with water. You know.
I'll let you do it if you want to. It's up to you.
Yeah,
He's gonna
man.
come out with a whole bunch of. He's gonna. Hey, you could get some handful of coins.
All right, and what about you, Hale?
What am I doing?
There is several buildings. You hear nothing. You see nothing.
Yarl.
Everything kind of feels like a standstill. Where would you like to investigate? Everyone seems to have been separating to investigate different buildings.
I didn't know Hitler was here.
What?
Carl Joe drew Hitler on Jay's character.
I just kind of wander around the city and look at the places. You know, I've been here a lot. We sell a lot of stuff here.
Okay. Because you've been here quite often, the one thing you do immediately notice of the area is the roof on the well is a new addition. That well used to be smaller, and it seems to be twice, if not 3 times bigger than what it used to be. And you do notice a few other things around the buildings that are kind of new. There seems to be a change going on with this this settlement here.
DM, is this a
But-
prominent town?
It's a known town. I don't want to say it's prominent, but the people who are here do provide often to the city of Light Dawn. And you guys have probably seen one or two of the people that lived here in the city. So they're out of the way, but you've definitely heard of this place before. I'd say.
It's prominent. I can use my.
Well, there's no one here, so even if you used your features,
Oh,
it would not work. If it was a bustling settlement like normal, I'd say yeah. There's no one here currently. So as you all are investigating, I want you to pick the stat and explain to me how you're investigating and what you see. So we'll start with Chad because you went straight for this kind of quarter building here. I'm sure as you way there, you can see the various logs on the left side of it. You can see some tools and stuff out front. But what do you see when you enter this building? And what stat would you roll to investigate such a place?
I don't know what I see. You tell me what I see.
I don't know. There's a roof on there, but you walked inside of it. So what do you see? There's no one there, and everything seems to be in a weird, pristine condition. But what do you think is inside of this building? What would you assume you would find here?
A scroll that has a wish spell.
Chad
Not
sees
much.
a library of books. Master's spells.
All right. What roll a any check, any flat check, and what describe how you would use that to investigate this place.
Hmm.
Now, some of these buildings could have multiple layers. I'm curious to know what you roll is how I'm going to give you what you find if you succeed in it. The checks should be easy. Hopefully.
Chad is going to use finesse. He can't read,
right.
so he just tastes the books.
Yeah.
Books taste like
Wait.
master.
How would you gain the knowledge from tasting the books? Like
It goes to his brain.
I thought you said the book tastes like math. I thought that's what you were gonna
Alright.
say.
So, as you're investigating this library, you see tons of shelves with a bunch of books, and the library has a bunch of desks, and it kind of seems like it's half school. Like people would go there to learn, obviously, but the desks are smaller in size, perhaps for kids and stuff like that. As you're kind of rolling around, you end up rolling across a couple pieces of paper. And the knowledge you absorb from this piece of paper is a kind of deranged drawing. It seems to be a kid's drawing, but it's about the well. And there's not a roof on this picture. And there's a ton of kind of strange appendages, almost like an octopus's, but not really. It seems a little bit more human. Reaching out of this well, and all of the kids are drawing in front of it.
Earlier.
Peg just runs
Alright.
and jumps in the well.
Don't. Everyone's taking a turn at the same time here. Still in the library. That's the information you learn is something strange may be happening with either
Well,
the kids or the
Just
well.
know
or
as
maybe
soon
just
as
this one kid.
Chad absorbs that, whenever that happens, he goes straight for the well.
All right, we'll keep that. We'll keep that in mind, and that's good. That's a good thing. All right, so we'll do Shamir next. As you approach this building, you see a wagon. It's empty, but you see some barrels up front. You see a couple of boxes and stuff, and it seems to be like a storage place, maybe. But you're not quite sure until you open the door. When you open this door, what do you see inside? What is this place? And what role would you use to investigate it?
Well, as Shamir was walking up, he saw a whole bunch of stuff outside. He thought it would be maybe like a stable for some animals. But when he goes in, it seems to actually be more of a like the town storehouse. And that seems very beneficial for Shamir because, Shamir likes things. So he's going to kind of like instinctively like think of where spots where people would put stuff. So he's going to be looking in those spots instinctively. Yeah. And 7.
All right, 7 instinct. All right, so with the 7, a lot of it is kind of your typical stuff. Nothing of value, nothing you can sell. There's a ton of food here. They definitely keep themselves well stocked. But you do notice that this is a kind of a 2-layer building. The bottom layer very much is just storage, but there is a staircase in the back. And going up that staircase, you see that there's a kind of a living area. A lot of rooms, kind of about 6 rooms maybe. And upon investigating one of them and looking through the door of another, you see that it's got a bed, dresser, semi-closet. It's very much just a place to sleep. But entering the room you did, you see a diary of sorts. And just out of curiosity, flipping through the first few pages of this journal, you read a
Ooh, it's fanfic. Ooh.
you read a page from a guy who simply marks his name as B. Tendon. B. Tendon. Came up with it on spot. Don't judge. And this page reads,
And then he's nuts. So
these nuts. And the page reads, ever since that night, there has been strange sounds and footsteps and whispers all around this town. It's causing people to go crazy. Even I feel I'm going crazy. We've investigated every inch of this place. We can't find nothing, but the kids keep telling us to check the well. It's just water down there. We're all thinking about moving to the city and maybe leaving this place behind if it keeps going on. And that's what you find. Marianne, you see this building, you walk up to it, you see a bunch of flowers. It kind of gives a nice little aroma with all the foliage around. When you enter this place, what do you see? What's the vibe of this place? And what role would you use to investigate?
All right. You said you see a bunch of flowers.
You see some flowers on the right side, on the left side, flowers hanging on a windowsill.
Okay, I look up and it looks like to be just a regular old house. Some chairs, fireplace. So there's a little area where there's a cabinet with some food in it and whatnot. But it looks like it's like in disarray, like someone left very rapidly. Like you see, said chairs were all knocked down. There's like bits of food falling out of the said cabinets. And let's see. I will use instinct. I'll use no. Actually, no. I'll use instinct if that's okay.
You can use whatever you like.
I'll use it. I'll roll an instinct because I get +1.
All right, and we're not going to worry about the hope and fear for these checks.
Okay, that's not bad.
So with the instinct roll, everything you described, it does seem like to be a home. Nice cozy place, perhaps maybe an elderly couple or some sort of more nature-oriented people lived here with all the flowers and stuff. But everything does seem to be tilted and knocked over, and it seems to be maybe not so much people leaving in a rush, but maybe people dragged out of this place. You don't see very many scratch marks or weapon marks or nothing, but something about the trajectory of some of these knocked over items makes it feel like someone may have been dragged and tried to grab any object they could, but failing to ultimately grab anything. As you look outside the door, you see a little bit of something going towards that well. That's like one of the stone. Yeah, I'll say that. One of the stone benches surrounding the well seems to be a little off as well.
As well.
But you don't really notice anything else besides the abrupt nature of this building. There is a bedroom, of course, and there is some other stuff, but nothing of quite value, just everyday typical stuff. All right, and we'll have Hale go next.
It's me, Hale.
You're kind of walking around, investigating the outside of some buildings, just kind of looking. You know the place, but it does feel odd to you. But go ahead and roll an investigative check anyway. See what it is you may stumble across while you're just kind of circling the perimeter.
What would that be? Instinct, presence, knowledge?
You can roll anything. I will let you roll anything. And
I roll a strength.
You can. All right. So with the strength,
I'm kind of moving stuff around, seeing stuff like that, picking stuff up, moving around.
Yeah, so with the strength, as you're kind of walking around, you do see I was kind of hoping you'd be in a house, but you're outside. So let me figure this out real quick. And you rolled like the one thing I can't quite put a finger on.
You're welcome.
What is he trying to do?
He's rolling an investigative check, but he's outside where he can see everything. And like I didn't put anything outside because the whole point was to describe the inside.
Well, then he finds nothing.
We'll say this. As you're walking around, let's say you kind of you pass some of the buildings and stuff like that. You end up coming over here to this chest, and curiosity piques your interest,
And it kills them.
and you attempt to open it.
Trixie, you forgot your mustache.
With
Shut up.
with strength, you succeed in opening it. Inside of this chest is
A dead
plans.
body. Dun, dun, dun.
What you see inside of this chest is several kind of blueprints and plans. You know, because of your travels here, that there is a blacksmith that lives in this place. He's an amateur, and he doesn't quite create armor or weapons, though he can. He is trying to create other things that really push the boundaries of just everyday normal life. He's very smart, but he is still a rookie in most things. But you do see some blueprints he has. One of those includes the top of this well. You can see, which Mr. Pond can see, and I'm sure you all saw as you're walking around, below the roof of this well is not really a bucket, but more like a place to secure yourself, like a harness, and to be lowered into this well. Is, from the looks of it, meant to hold plenty of weight. and the rope extends way longer than what a typical well would entail. And it's strange. That's kind of what you gather. And then we'll go with Mr. Pond, who is staring into the kind of weird color water. It's not clean. You can tell that. And being a reptilian in nature, a frog,
A frog.
you're unsure if it is even safe to swim in with some of the things that you are seeing in this water. But go ahead and roll an investigative check. See if you can pick out anything extremely extreme.
Mr. DM, as you're playing a frog, can we have your best ribbit right now?
Ribbit.
What if you just did a full ass throat croak?
I was about to say, like, I cannot do a throat croak. That shit. I'm not.
That's another crit.
Brian, I know
Wait,
you can do it. Do a throat
You're a
croak.
throat?
Bryce is the only one that got crits so far.
Wait, what? You said you're a throat goat?
So with the crit, you
That's
can
exactly
tell
what I
that this
said.
water is moving in a kind of whirlpool fashion, which only means that that water is being drained somewhere. But the water is not lowering in level. It seems to be filling up as it's draining, which is very strange for a well. It also is way overfilled. Typically, you can't really see the bottom. You got to look for it. But this well is huge, and the water is almost to the top. It is more like a pool. But
It's huge.
Can Chad
Being-
jump in the water now?
But being a frog and critting on your instinct roll, you can see way further than most people inside of this water. And it just keeps getting blacker and blacker until it becomes sort of like a void of no light and nothing. And yeah, that's going to be it. Chad, you immediately run.
Splash!
As you jump into this water and splash, the strength of the whirlpool immediately accelerates for some reason, and you cannot swim up. But knowing Chad, you probably embrace the chaotic nature of this.
Can Chad even swim at all? How does this work? How does that work?
That was a good wee. Do you hold your shape? How does Chad work in full liquid submersion? Out of curiosity, does he expand slowly? Is he turning
He can
blue?
choose to expand.
Okay, I like it. I
So
dig it.
like in a whirlpool, he's gonna elongate a little bit to like try to catch his own tail in the water.
All right,
Wee!
you disappear, and Mr. Pine and Hale, you see this. The others are currently still in their houses. Well, I'm gonna say you decide if you're in the house or not, King. And Shamir, you know, fuck it. Enough time's passed. If y'all can, everyone steps out.
I would have been
to-
investigating.
Do we see Chad's tumble down at some point?
You all see Chad jump in, and upon approaching the well to see if he's okay, you see him elongate, say "we," and disappear into the black void of the water.
That's we did.
Chad, wait, where you go? Oh. Where the hell? What?
Well, he's gone. Let's move on.
Now,
But we can't leave our little party guy down there.
I'm gonna say this real quick. Your job was to do a welfare check. You showed up. There's no one here. Technically, all you do is go back and report, and your job's done. But this well does seem quite interesting.
Okay.
As a goody two shoes, I'm like, look, I'm not doing just a simple welfare check. I'm gonna see what's going on with this town, and
An empty
Something ain't right.
town, a
Listen,
lot of buildings,
Mr.
free real estate. Oh,
Mr. Frog, I know we've been off on the wrong foot, but I have a proposal for you. Come. I found something mysterious about this well. The children of this
Ha ha
village,
ha! We're doing a welfare check.
they seem to think
My
something
God. I say in
is
character.
serious about this.
Damn
You know,
it.
I'm glad someone's getting the subtle.
And I feel like this is your territory, the water. And I feel like you
I'm
should
a
go in there
frog,
and
not a fish. And
do you like
besides,
water?
I have
Frog.
very important insurance contracts to write.
Can I
Look,
throw the frog into the well?
Well, before Trickster does that, can I convince us like, but if we save these
It's a
people,
frog.
that means
don't think-
new
I don't think you have
customers you can
that.
sell your insurance.
What you want
How
me to get
about
in you want me to get in this water and swim to the bottom and figure out what happened to Chad?
And
I
all those
agree
people that are missing.
there.
Again, can I just throw the frog in there without him making a decision?
Okay, now you can do that.
I mean,
just
you
wanted-
can, but like that's if you want to irritate the frog or not. I mean,
Yeah.
all right, the frog, you can choose to fight back or accept.
That's
No,
a
no.
19.
I'll go willingly.
No, I'm
Alright.
still going to throw you away. Get
Yeah,
down there, little froggy.
Give me a speed boost.
Get down there, little froggy.
It's just full force throw straight, like those kids who throw fish at the water and they just kind of they slap the top of the water before sinking back instead of going straight into the water like most people they would.
Just a resounding slap as he just enters it.
You just slap the water, and the whirlpool rapidly speeds up, and you don't really try to fight it because you know this is what happened with Chad, and you're just kind of hoping and praying for the best, and you disappear into the weird waters.
So do we jump in? Or do we wait?
We definitely wait. I mean, if you want to jump in there, by all means.
So, y'all going in too, right?
Oh no, heavens no.
Can I try to throw the cat down in the water.
I would try to like fight with you and push you down instead.
I help Cal.
What the?
You help who? Hell? Both of y'all
Hell.
are trying to
I know
dunk
what I said.
the.
You're both just
Yeah.
trying. I'll
Alright.
say if you're both trying to go for me, then I'll try to like jump in willingly, but take you.
No, I'm going in as well.
well, then fuck it, we're all going in.
Yeah, we're all going.
I mean, I rolled a 20 anyway.
well, fuck it.
I want to see. Hold on, I want to see what
Do
I
you-
roll.
Do you willingly go into Hell?
No, that's the entire point. I'm jumping in anyway.
Well, I rolled a 20 as well.
I rolled a 12.
But I was gonna go in. If you both are going for me, I'll push you guys in with me. So
Alright,
it doesn't
so-
matter. We're all
so
going.
all- so
We're all
three of
fighting.
you-
We're all
all three of
fighting, and we
you-
all go in.
You jump into the water, and it speeds up rapidly, and you disappear into the void deep within the well. Surprisingly, you're not really struggling to breathe. It feels
I
more
would just like to
a-
point out that it is 12:22.
It
Mhm.
is. It is.
Hey,
But
no.
I'm going to change the screen and then we'll end the session. And honestly, we could probably end it there.
As we're fighting, as we're going down in the water, I'm popping Rogue's Hope. Is that okay?
You're doing what?
Popping Rogue's Hope, getting that +2 to my evasion.
Yeah, that's fine.
Spending a 3 hope.
All right. So as you feel like you're being pulled downward, and kind of like Chad, you feel like you're stretching a little bit as the force is kind of hitting you, but you're not in pain and you're still
Force.
breathing. It's not like you're suffocating. You don't even feel wet. It's very weird. And as the gravity pulls you down, you begin to feel yourself drift with nothing. And then you feel gravity start to pull you up in a counterclockwise motion now. And as you do, you all get transported. Dun, dun, dun. I also like how I just have a picture of the frog as a map. You all transport here.
I love this
Oh.
place already.
All
Oh,
Do
right.
these people need insurance though, Froggy?
oh.
Is
These,
that what it's
God.
I
for?
think they're a little past the life insurance part.
these are all insurance claims now.
You all get shot, barely, but you all kind of get thrown out of this world. Shamir landing here, Mr. Pond landing here, Marianne lands over here, Hale, you're kind of right here, and Chad,
Eyes
kind of
me,
going right
hell.
here. And you're dizzy, you're confused. That was a weird experience. And when you open your eyes, there is no clouds, there's no trees. It is an open wasteland field, and the heat immediately bears down on you. And this haziness is covering all of your eyes, and you can't quite see very well. But some of you landed on dry land. Chad. Everyone else, the ground is wet and feels sticky and weird. And
You landed
yeah, it
in
is
my
12.
slime.
Dude,
It
did I
is-
land on Chad?
Oh, I didn't put you anywhere. No, I did. You're right here. Chad's on the bottom left. And that is it's 12:25. I guess that's where we'll have to end it, unfortunately.
And we level up.
This could technically end the one shot. And if y'all want to do more, we could do more. Or if y'all want to do one more session, there is a little bit more that happens here.
It's
But
up to everyone.
I am also very excited to start Brian's.
Well, I don't want to imagine that we all just went down a way and said, well, that's it.
Yeah.
If-
I'm really liking Mr. Pond, I gotta admit.
I like this group dynamic. I like the
I'm
group
also
dynamic we have.
liking. Honestly, I'm liking the dynamic. I'm liking everybody. Yeah, I like how it's kind of like the level-headed guard. Like, guys, can we stay on track? You got literally Lenny from Of Mice and Men, who is like not all there, but also extremely strong, but also
He's a kind-
doesn't
he's a
quite
kind
hit.
man.
kind soul. Yeah,
He's
He
just
ain't
a
all right.
hillbilly.
Just a hillbilly.
which is a completely
Mhm.
different character than what you normally play. Chad is. I want to do
Chad's
so
Chad.
much with this character. I don't know. I hate him, but I see the potential in him.
He's a funny character. What is
I
this?
love. I like Shamir too. This fucking. You got. I don't know. You got a bloodlust. You just don't trust anybody. You got a bloodlust about you. You just fucking attack
don't trust
everybody. Stab
anybody.
everybody. I don't know. It's very fun.
It's talking's not getting anywhere. It's just going round and round. You stab.
Yeah, so-
Yeah. Well, it's very much like Marianne and Shamir are the yang. Mr. Pond and Hale are like the y'all got this weird kind of student teacher vibe going on, and then Chad is just this ominous being that is doing its own thing, and everyone seems to like want to ignore it, but you can't because he's your teammate, so it's fun. But yeah, as your eyes adjust and you begin to see the bodies surrounding you
God.
with the pools of blood that not only are you sitting in, but is being seeping through the cracks of the stone that this well is built upon, and all of the water inside of this well is a dark, bloody red. You it's probably not even water anymore. And yeah, that's kind of do y'all want to keep going? It is 12:30. It's up to y'all.
let's call it.
I know Bryce wants to go to sleep.
Yeah, let's call it.
All right, we'll call it there. As you stand up and look around this hellscape, this is what you see.
Now the question is, do we want to continue it next week or